exciting edition of Jeffrey Show Live. I'm your host, Jeffrey Taylor. You know, tonight's edition of Jeffrey Show Live, we have witnessed the 2018 edition of the Survivor Series. Let's get right into the show, you guys. Let's not waste our times this evening. Now, I'm going to keep it funky with you guys. I missed the whole women's SmackDown versus Raw matchup that opened up the official main card. And that means I damn sure missed the pre-show match that the Usos won. But we all knew Team SmackDown was going to win that match. But we didn't know that that match would not count during the actual SmackDown versus Raw tally. So when the main show started, it was kind of funny when they kept disacknowledging that pre-show match. But it is kind of like a dark match in this shit. And that's why it's so special. I think people got really comfortable with pre-show matches, but kind of never happened. Allegedly. So apparently, Riott and Natalya Hart just couldn't get along, and I thought that it would cost in the matchup in my predictions. But I knew that Nia Jax could not be pinned. She wasn't in a position to be pinned right now in her career. So Alexa Bliss, like the boss that she is, no pun intended, Sasha Banks, she rid both of the team and replaced them with Sasha Banks and Bayley. So they were replaced on the team, and this all happened in the pre-show that I missed. And ultimately, I heard that Nia Jax was the sole survivor out of everyone. So a lot of people think that she's getting rewarded after what she did to Becky. Blase. Asuka took the pin, but she didn't go down easy. It was a bunch of leg drops and a Samoa drop from what I've heard. And I don't think this is a bad match. But this is all what he say, she say, internet clips that I've seen. So let me get into the official match that I did see. Shinsuke Nakamura, the United States Champion on SmackDown versus Seth Rollins, the Intercontinental Champion on Raw. I predicted that Dean Ambrose would be involved in this matchup, but honestly, I don't know why I thought that, because Dean Ambrose really don't have anything against Seth Rollins' matches. He hasn't interfered yet. He's not that type of bad guy to really stalk Seth Rollins or interfere in his matches thus far. He seems like he has another agenda, and I don't think that is really bad, to be honest. I can totally see them back together in about 2 to 3 years, to be honest, at the pace that they're going with this rivalry. Seth Rollins ended up getting the win over Nakamura. Wasn't a bad match. Nothing special about this match I may add. But Nakamura, the fans was kind of like, poor Nakamura, but Seth Rollins is the guy. Like my friend's father said this evening, Seth Rollins is the Triple H guy at the end of the day, and rightfully so. Seth Rollins is the man, the Kingslayer, no matter what Becky Lynch and Dakota says. That's my favorite wrestler right now, you guys. What can you say? Really good matchup, you guys, but like I said, nothing special and no Dean Ambrose involvement whatsoever. Shouts to Nakamura attire this evening with the all blue. Like, he was really representing. The next match that I saw, if I am not mistaken, it was the Author of Pains versus the Bar with the Big Show at the ringside. So I predicted for this match the Authors of Pain would win. So I I predicted the women's Raw would win. And once again, the Authors of Pain, I saw them winning this matchup. I felt like the Bar didn't need this matchup in a sense, but the real talk about this matchup was Drake Maverick pissing on himself when involved with the Big Show. So that was pretty hilarious. But also during this matchup, we had Enzo. Did I do it, or did it look like I was having a seizure? We had Enzo himself that tried to invade Survivor Series. That was crazy. Dressed up, ended up making a big spectacle, and WWE security was not playing that and snatched him off and took him out of the venue. They were not playing that in a sense. But this matchup wasn't a bad matchup as well. Nothing special, but this was a really solid matchup, and I give a lot of credit to the Bar. Big Show didn't help out too much as people would think that he did, and the Authors of Pain got the win, so shout outs to them. Raw is now 3-0. Moving along into the matchup, we have that traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series men matchup that involved Braun, Strowman, Drew McIntyre, Dolph Ziggler, Lashley, Finn Balor versus the weak-ass SmackDown team of Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, Rey Mysterio, The Miz, and Shane McMahon. This matchup actually wasn't bad in my opinion. I mean, I mean, we wish SmackDown roster was better, but it was a very entertaining matchup as always, year after year, in my opinion. I said the team SmackDown was going to get the win in my pre-show matches because the team of Raw just looked too stacked. But when you really look at it logically, Drew McIntyre couldn't eat a pin. Braun Strowman couldn't eat a pin. We had Shane McMahon, who was left with Braun Strowman, Drew McIntyre, and Lashley for the last few minutes of this matchup. What the hell? What do you expect? It was good to see the Lashley and Mysterio interaction. Braun Strowman did his thing and got into it with Drew McIntyre, so future programs I foresee. Finn Balor, Drew McIntyre, everyone was basically getting into it for the most part, but I feel like the last 3 men standing were something really solid, and Raw roster is stacked. SmackDown doesn't have a bad roster. The Shane McMahon, I don't know, it just didn't, I just wasn't with it. Shane McMahon did his little 2 moves to coast and an elbow drop on the table on the outside, which was very entertaining. The Miz looked like a fucking WWE champion in that matchup. Rey Mysterio is really back in the WWE. Jeff Hardy did his thing. Finn Balor did his thing. Just an all-around good matchup. And poor Samoa Joe. Raw was a big victory, so we should expect for our Baron Corbin to get neutered in the future. Moving on into the show, we had Charlotte Flair filling in for their SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch against Ronda Rousey. Really good matchup, you guys. Now, this was probably not my match of the night. The main event was actually, but this was definitely up there, and I see why it was so lower in the card, to be honest. Now, Ronda Rousey really took Charlotte there, but Charlotte just proved why she keeps getting better and better. Ronda didn't look too sloppy in this matchup, to be honest, because she isn't a bad wrestler, in my opinion. The ultimate story of the night and of this match is that Charlotte fucking lost her mind and snapped. Like when I say she snapped, she snapped. She had a single for a cane, then she got another single for a cane, she got a chair, national selection on the chair, put her neck into the chair that would have killed somebody in the 90s, but Ronda managed to get back up like she was He-Man, Xena Woman, Wonder of the Universe. Ronda Rousey is wild and getting up from some of these moves. Like, have you not watched wrestling? You don't get up from chair shots like that. Just don't do that, Ronda Rousey. You gotta sell that. Don't you know David Arquette? But this was, like I said, a really good matchup. Charlotte Flair lost by disqualification. I said that Ronda Rousey would win. I didn't know how Ronda Rousey would win, but I'm glad that it wasn't a clean win, because now I want to see this match again. Becky Lynch versus Ronda Rousey at WrestleMania. Upgrade. I want to see Charlotte Flair versus Ronda Rousey 2. This is exactly what that matchup did for me. And we could totally see a future 4 Horsemen MMA versus a 4 Horsemen WWE in the future. I feel like something is being set up. Finally. Something. Charlotte can't be tamed, and she is extremely over with the WWE Universe because there are some fake ass hoes that don't know what they want, and they are wishy-washy. One minute they hate you, next minute they love you. You do something bad, they love you. You try to do the right thing and they hate you. Charlotte Flair got a boisterous amount of thank you, Charlotte, while trying to end Ronda Rousey's career this evening. Now, there's a matchup that I was missing before hitting the main event. That was Buddy Murphy, who retained his Cruiserweight Championship on the main card against Mustafa Ali, when they didn't give Cedric Alexander this chance. But I digress. I don't want to start nothing. Drop some comments about that. This matchup was really good. It eventually had the fans screaming, 205, 205. Buddy Murphy was basically tossing Mustafa Ali like a rag doll, which is very hilarious. Buddy Murphy looked really good in that ring, to be honest. Mustafa had some near falls when I thought that he was going to get a win. The Spanish butterfly on the outside was really what got the crowd going, in my opinion. This was a good matchup, and Buddy Murphy did his thing. These two have always been good in the ring together, and I am proud of them, and I hope to see more Cruiserweight Championship matches on the main roster now that these two have had the opportunity, especially get the crowd real hype. And the main event, going into 5-0, Raw Brock Lesnar finished Daniel Bryan for the clean sweep, but not without a fight. Daniel Bryan, it looked like he was going to have a fight, and it looked like he was going to be on Monday Night Raw the next night saying, thank you guys for the memories, thank you guys. Daniel Bryan definitely held his own and proving like he's the best in the world at what he does. Daniel Bryan and Brock Lesnar, I feel like resurged Daniel Bryan's career even more for me. Like, this program is really getting good because Daniel Bryan finished a low blow and really taking Brock Lesnar to the limit. Like, I really enjoyed this matchup. Brock Lesnar can go. Brock Lesnar can wrestle, but it's who he chooses that he wants to be that way. And Daniel Bryan was definitely one of those guys this evening. But that makes me appreciate the Brock Lesnar character that much more. Who was the victim of this match? Daniel Bryan's neck. He was being tossed like a rag doll all through the matchup. Like, I cringed and held my neck. I felt each and every one of them, but Daniel Bryan managed to walk away from this fight and hopefully to see another day, because there was a moment where I was kind of, oh snap, is Brock Lesnar about to lose? But Brock wasn't having that, and they went for a good amount of time, you guys. Like, it wasn't even no stalling. They were going back and forth. Perfect storytelling, and I don't see this match going any other way. It was perfectly written, perfectly executed. It was match of the night and a well-put main event in the Survivor Series 2018. Let me guys know your favorite matchups from the Survivor Series 2018. Like this comment on this video, and be sure to subscribe. And I'm going to catch you guys later on another exciting edition of Jeffrey Show Live.